So we've got you making a very consistent takeaway, not taking the club behind us. We're working up to a great position at the top of our backswing. We're now staged to work our way back down on plane and deliver a very square club face at impact. A lot of us at this point think the job's over, but we still have to complete our swing. We have to finish our swing. And what we're looking at again is now the forward side of our swing. Just like we had the noodle to our right, making sure that we stayed on plane. If we go back to that first idea of staying in our tilt, as I follow through, my spine angle is going to be more or less perpendicular to the shaft plane of the desired club, okay? So first we're going to stay in our tilt. Only once I've finished and the club starts to come back over my shoulder will I finally stand up out of that, taking the pressure off my lower back. But through impact, we have to stay in our tilt. Also, we have to rotate. So as I rotate through, I'm going to see that my shoulders are close to parallel. I'm certainly not on the way through impact parallel here. We have to stay in our tilt and rotate. If we rotate, the rotation is going to help direct our arms up and behind me, like we discussed at the beginning. Okay? Where we get a little bit off is, I think a lot of times, once we're here, we stand up out of the shot trying to help the golf ball go in the air. Or if we were to try to catch up with our hands, say we have any sort of issues with being late in delivering the club, maybe we're trying to lag the club, we get this flip and now the club works around and below my shoulder plane and therefore below the shaft plane. And when I start going over here, if I happen to do it early enough, we're going to see a big hook. A lot of times it's a makeup move for the club being out of position. I don't do it soon enough. I've still sliced the golf ball, but again, seeing this position out here. So if we're doing this properly, very similar to my takeaway, when I get about halfway through my swing and the shaft is parallel to the ground, I need the club head to be on that side of my hands, matching what we were looking at on our takeaway. I need to see that the leading edge is matching my spine angle. That is square to the arc that the club is traveling on, square to the plane. I don't want it to be square to my target line. If it's square to my target line, that is open, ball's going to the right. If I happen to do it early enough and I get over here and that club is pointed towards the ground, that is hooked. My ball should be going left at that point. Now if we're trying to hit a ball to the right on purpose, I can come through and have my club face a little bit open. If I'm trying to hit the golf ball to the left on purpose, I can come through and have that face a little bit shut. But again, at that halfway point when the shaft is parallel to the ground, it should match my spine angle, okay? And should be outside of my hands. Now again, if you're somebody that, say we are a little bit too much to the left, okay? If you're working your club too much to the left, then we want to put this training aid out in front of us a little bit and make sure that you finish a little bit more upright. That's going to cause the shaft to stay out in front of us, okay? Now if you're somebody who's doing a little bit too much out to the right, okay, we can put this out in front of us and make sure that we're feeling the club work a little bit more around us. If you don't have that problem, obviously this drill is not going to be something that you need to work on. But again, if we identify the fact that the swing is not over at impact, but in fact we have to maintain our positions all the way through, we tend to be in a much more balanced finish position at the end. And what we're looking for at that point would be up on my trail toe, chest and hips are going to be facing the target, and I should be finishing on my lead heel. That's our balanced finish position. Once your arms exit up out of here, your elbows will fold at that point as you lay the club onto your shoulder, and then you may drop it out in front of you, okay? Some of you, if you want to put a little bit of a signature on it, you hit the shot, it comes down, you spin it to your side. Whatever the case is, it's fair game at that point if we've completed the swing and we finished in a balanced position. So putting all those ideas together, we want to make sure again that we maintain our tilts, we rotate properly, our arms are connected not only to our body rotation but to each other, and just make sure that in that connection our elbows stay pointed more towards our hips and our body throughout the swing. That's going to take a lot of the need for us to try to manage the club face at that point. When we're looking at our takeaway then, we're trying to keep the stick on our leg, get the club head just to tilt forward and make sure it's not getting behind us. Halfway back, that stick would be pointed at the ground. Top of the backswing, hands are over our trail shoulder. Halfway down, club is falling on plane. Club head's going to be slightly behind us and slightly shut as our body rotates. Looking at ourselves at impact, hands ahead of the club head, hips open, chest slightly open to the target line, hips are open to the chest, hands ahead, club face square. As we exit out of impact, club head stays outside of our hands as our body continues to rotate and take the club with our arms up to the left and behind us. There you go, it's that easy, right? So again, if you have any questions with these, please don't hesitate to get in touch. We want you to be working on these ideas over the next couple of weeks so that when we finally are able to get back outside, you're going to be well on your way to playing the consistent golf that you're looking for. So again, have fun with these ideas, stay warm, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.